So today we will discuss about two-port network. So first of all, what is the port of network? We will explain it to you, and thereafter the two-port networks, the various parameters through which you can explain the two-port network, and thereafter the uses of these parameters. So all of this we will discuss in today's class. So let us move to the two-port network. Two-port network. So first of all, let us know what is port. So I am drawing here the diagram of a single port network, that is one port network. So here what we are observing, here there are two terminals, so through which we can give excitation as well as we receive also the response. So such types of network which has two terminals through which you can give excitation as well as receive the response, we call it as a one port or single port network. Similarly, in case of two port network, here the network is there, two-port network which has two pair of terminals. One is called input port which has voltage V1 and current I1. Similarly, another port which is called as the output port which has voltage V2 and current I2. So this is the representation of two-port network, where we are observing that at the initial stage, that is at the starting, we are getting the input port, and at the end or receiving end we get the output port. So to which we will call as two-port network. So the network having two pair of terminals, at one terminals there is receiving of power and another, that is the input terminals or the input port, where the signal is given, and at the output port the signal, the output or response is obtained. So this is the two-port network which has four variables, as we are observing that V1, I1, similarly V2, I2. So these four are the variables. That means we can change their value. So out of these four variables, the two are dependent variables like V1 and V2. These are the dependent variables. That means they can depend upon some other factors. That is why those variables are known as dependent variables. Similarly, another two remain two, that is I1 and I2. These are called as the independent variables. That means their value can be taken at any value. They are independent to take any values I1 and I2, and these values depend, that is V1 and V2 depends upon I1 and I2. That is why these variables are known as dependent variables, while I1 and I2 are known as independent variables. So let us first understand the example of two-port networks. So coming to the examples, I am writing here the examples of two-port network. Examples of two-port network. So first of all, we are observing the transmission network transmission network. Similarly, the transformer, third one is your electronic amplifier. And fourth is the filter network. So all these four are the examples of two-port network. So first of all, the transmission network. If you take the transmission network, where power is sending at one end, we call it as input port. Similarly, where power is received, the another port, that is the output port. Similarly, in case of transformer, voltage is sent at one end, that is called input port, while the voltage which we get at the receiving end, we call it as output port. So transformer and transmission networks, these are called also, these are the examples of two-port network. So these type of network or the transformer or transmission networks, they uses the passive elements, that is resistance or resistor, inductor and capacitor. So these are used in these networks, that is why they are called as passive filters. Okay, these are called passive two-port network. Two-port network. Passive two-port network. That means transmission network and transformer, they constitute the passive two-port network. Similarly, the electronics amplifier and filter networks, they uses the active elements or active components. That is why they are called as active two-port network. Two-port network. Active elements like op-amps or other elements. So these are called as the active two-port network. So after the examples, let us describe the two-port networks by different types of parameters which are used to describe the two-port network. So which are they? We are now going to discuss. So there are four types of parameters to describe the two-port network. So what are they? Let us first know. So first of all, the parameters. That is, first is Z parameters, or this is also called impedance parameter. Impedance parameter. These are also called Z parameters is open circuit parameters. Open circuit parameters. I will tell you why it is called open circuit parameters. Then second is your Y parameters. Y parameters. This is called as also the admittance parameter. Admittance parameter. Or it is also called as short circuit parameters. Short circuit parameters. Okay. So we are getting Z parameters or impedance or open circuit, and Y parameters, admittance or short circuit parameters. Another two parameters, those are ABCD parameters, they are called ABCD parameters, or transmission parameters. Transmission parameters the last is your hybrid parameter. Hybrid parameter, or it is called as H parameter. H parameters. So let us know these four types of parameters, one after the another. So first come to Z parameters. So these are, Z means what? That is impedance. So these are also called as impedance parameters, which are Z11, Z12, Z21, Z22. So these are called Z parameters. These are obtained by opening the input port, once again opening the output port also. So by these two methods, that is opening of port 1 and opening of port 2, we are getting the Z parameters. That is why it is known as open circuit parameters. Similarly, in case of Y parameters, let us write the Y parameters, that is Y11, Y12, Y21, Y22. So these are called the Y parameters. Y is nothing but the admittance. That is Y is equal to 1 by Z, its unit is mho. Okay. So this is the admittance. That is why these parameters is also known as admittance parameters. Clear? So these parameters are obtained by short circuiting. First of all, the input port, then thereafter short circuiting the output port. That is why these are also known as short circuit parameters, and we can write it in this way. Similarly, ABCD parameters, these are also written as A, B, C and D. In the matrix form, I have written it here A, B, C, D. So these parameters are known as ABCD parameters. They are also known as transmission parameters, because the performance of transmission line can be analyzed with the help of ABCD parameters. Similarly, it is also known as chain parameters. Okay. Now the last one is hybrid parameters. It is also written as H11, H12, H21 and H22. In this way it is written. And this is hybrid parameters or H parameters. So where these are utilized? First of all, I will tell the Z parameters is used for open circuit analysis. Similarly, Y parameters used for short circuit analysis. ABCD parameters is used for transmission line or performance of transmission line or transmission line analysis. Similarly, hybrid parameters are used for designing of electronic components or electronics circuits. So these are used. So we have discussed about its application. Now let us come to one or two parameters, how their equation is written, and also how the parameters can be determined. We will explain it. So first of all comes to the Z parameters. Okay. Z parameters is otherwise known as the impedance parameter. So we will see first. So Z parameters. Z parameters. So first of all, we will write it the two-port network. Here it is. And the left side I am writing the port 1 indicating the voltage V1 and current I1. Similarly, at the right hand side I am writing here the voltage V2, that is at port 2, and current is I2. So you know in AC circuits that voltage of a circuit is given by I multiplied by Z. This is the expression, you know. Are you clear, students? That this is the expression. Have you got this expression? Yeah. So V is equal to Iz. That is, I can write the matrix from V1, V2 is equal to Z parameters, that is Z11, Z12, Z21, Z2. In this way it is written. So Z parameters multiplied by your current matrix. So in this way, that is V is equal to Iz forms it is written. And now let us multiply. After doing the matrix multiplication, we will obtain the two equations. How it is possible? Let us see. So V1 is equal to Z11I1 plus Z12I2. So I am writing here V1 is equal to Z11I1 plus Z12I2. Similarly, here V2 will be Z21I1 plus Z22I2. Suppose this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. So from these two equations, one after another, we will determine the what? The Z parameters. Okay? So how it is possible? Let us see. Now, from this expression, we will determine. So first of all, observe that here in this diagram, the case 1, that is if I open the port 2. So for case 1, open the port 2. Port 2 is first of all open. That is why I2 will be 0. Okay. So while opening, the I2 will be here 0. So when I2 will be 0, that means in the first expression this term will be 0. Okay. So the term left is V1 is equal to Z11I1. From this left term we can obtain Z11 is equal to V1 by I1. That is nothing but the driving port impedance. When port 2 is shorted, when port 2 is open. Okay. So Z11 is equal to V1 by I1 when port 2 is open. That is I2 is equal to 0. This is called driving port impedance. Similarly, by opening the same port, that is port 2, from the second expression, the I2 will be 0. Once again, we are getting the Z21 equal to V2 by I1 when I2 is equal to 0. So we are getting Z21 from the second expression, which is nothing but V2 by I1 when I2 is equal to 0. This is called, the Z21 is called transfer impedance with port 2 open. Okay. So two parameters we got by opening the port 2. That is why these are called as the open circuit parameters. Okay. So by opening the port 2, we got Z11, Z21. Once again, when the case 2 will comes, we will open the port 1. Okay. So let us go to the case 2. Here open the port 1. Okay. So when we open the port 1, at that time what happens? What will happen? Can you tell? What will happen? When I open the port 1, that means current I1 will be here 0. So when I1 will be 0, at that time from the first expression, observe that in this first expression, this part will be here 0. When this will be 0, then V1 will be equal to your Z1 to I2. From this, we obtain Z12 is equal to your V1 by I2. That is also when I1 is equal to 0, it is called transfer impedance. Transfer impedance with port 1 open. Okay. Similarly, from the second expression, observe the second expression. The first term will be 0 because I1 is equal to 0. So we obtain only V2 is equal to Z22 I2. So Z22 is equal to V2 by I2 when I1 is equal to 0. That means it is the driving port impedance. Driving port impedance with port 1 open. Okay, port 1 open, that is called driving port impedance. So this is Z22 and Z1. So all these parameters we obtain by opening these two ports. Once it is first of all it is making the port 2 open or I2 is equal to 0, then we got the Z11 as well as Z21. Similarly, by opening the port 1, we got Z12 and Z2. So these are called the Z parameters. Similarly, let us come to the Y parameters. How these are determined and from which equation we can determine. So let us switch over to Y parameters. Y parameters. Y, once again I am writing Y parameters. I have already told that these are called also admittance parameters. So once again I am writing the same two-port network. It has two port, input port which is the voltage V1 and current I1. Similarly, output port which is